Yeah, it's Shay Seeking. And yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick live, right? So I'm on my little hunting, I'm on my little archer energy right here, right? And so, what I'm saying, I noticed already, like if you go through my feed or whatever on Facebook or on Instagram, that mystic, not so beautiful. Okay. She's a tarot reader on YouTube and she must have a company or something like this, right? A LLC at least, right? And she's pretty popular. She has a large following or whatever. But I noticed some things that were a little bit frightening about her energy early on, right? And then a little bit how she knew so much about my storyline, right? So she's telling the story right now. I think this video is from yesterday about how a past Jezebel followed somebody from a past life, blah, 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 blah. And she said, and the same thing happened with me this time, a Jezebel, but I went to my altar, which again is witchcraft, okay, or doing magic or witchcraft. It could be dark or light, whatever. She said a voodoo priestess. So, I noticed that even there's another feminine energy, very chocolate skin colored named Diva, right? And I've these two feminists, like if we're talking about some kind of cycle that have been closed, like I noticed these women probably about 6 months ago, right? So again, if this is like seasons or something seasonal where people can get into your energy or something like this, I'm starting to see that like these bitches is really witches, right? And so she's saying how you could block somebody. And she said, it's just so funny yesterday because I had to go ahead and do trial, test, and error yesterday. I felt like I felt a feminine energy on this Taurus that I'm still legally, supposedly married to. I don't know what the fuck going on behind the scenes, right? All right. But we're separate. We are separated or whatever. We just, whatever. Okay. And so the reason why, people say don't tell your business, but I tell my business because if it's on the public eye, that means that somebody got to be seeing something. And that means that it's like this fishbowl attack attack or effect, right? I'm the one in the fishbowl, and everybody else is just hee-hawing and having a funky good time, trying to tear apart my life, trying to get to every single masculine that I'm connected to, even the real, even the 3D soulmate, right? That been like we've been in a relationship for all this time, right? For like 30 something years. Again, like I said, I think that something funny happened where somebody had been altered or swapped out unbeknownst to me, right? Because now I'm just starting to see that there is something fucking different about me, I guess, right? And maybe I've always been in this energy and never knew that I was some kind of public property or something like this. You know what I'm saying? Because of who I was or who I am. And it's just like I can feel like I don't know. It's I think it's beyond empath. It's beyond empath. You know what I'm saying? So again, just like she's doing her video in like the second, like speaking on it in like a second. What do you call it when you speak about yourself in the first or second person or whatever? Okay, but I was okay. It was yesterday, right? And again, there was an incident, right, where something was spoken of or joking around or whatever, playing around or whatever was happening, right? And I heard something his voice yesterday, right? And something telling me it's just like a feminine energy, or if these feminine energies might be even like, what I'm saying, because of whatever job he have, he is out and about all day or whatever. And I'm thinking like, I don't know if this is somebody that could even work at his job on a switchboard or something. I don't know. This shit is just crazy because a lot of times I'm just noticing that some of these readers, a lot of them, a lot more of them are local, not local. Some of them are local, but some of these readers are local, right? So again, when I come into something like I came into this, I don't just come in and it's just okie dokie and I just do what everybody else do. Da, 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 da. I pick out, I fill out the situation and the energy in the area. That's why I think people don't like me. They call me a hater, but it's also I'm somebody that likes to again even the playing field. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even got to be my business, just like anybody's business ain't anybody's business. But I'm just somebody that has this mental. It's not like I think I'm better than nobody or I think I'm like a police or something like this. But I do feel like there's an energy of some form of judgment. Judgment. I feel like in that Yeshua or Christ energy, I do think that there is an energy of judgment. And it's not just to penetrate one person and attack them, single them out and attack them. No, this is about, again, shit, it's almost like being a pet detective, right? Or being some type of detective where you're you're sent in to see like things that are not right about something that's trending. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, a lot of people got kind of got upset with me when how I came in, like kind of like a wrecking ball, calling out the fact that there are Queen of Cups energies that actually can see, and there's some of these women that were fake. I followed closely the ones that I knew had to be watching me on some type of camera, or they have to be AI. They're not normal. There's no way that they can know this much stuff about somebody's situation. Now, I feel like these people have switched it up over time, right? But the thing that told on this energy here, now, I'm telling you, I know that she make her own cards or whatever, but these particular cards that she made, if anybody is familiar with this platform, I don't know where I've heard anybody else really using that term build a bitch workshop. I just don't know. Like, I really don't know. Like, even in, I've heard certain people that I knew was in my energy slip up and say it and kind of take it back. Right. I remember also coming at Diva in some kind of sense, like, again, right on her, on her platform or whatever, and kind of like, just throwing out little questions here and there, or throwing out little things here, because, not in no derogatory manner or nothing like that, just to see what I was sensing, why it felt like she was way deep all up in my energy. And I started to notice like the different changes and the different, I don't know, it was just something weird that told me this person is connected to either one of these masculines or or your 3D masculine. So, you know, so like I said, anyways, back to the not so beauty, because anybody that does something like this or whatever, deep down inside, they can't be that beautiful, okay? And they can say that they connected or they really tapped in. These are people that know that they fucking with my energy. They know that they cipher it. They know that they feed on it, either mine or the masculine's energy, okay? Because sometimes I feel like this masculine is also sharing his domain, right? Like his mental space with a feminine, with possibly it is a twin flame or something that he's attached to. Like, again, like there's an energy that comes by and reminds me that we are one. And it's, again, some people, it's okay for some people to have full power and access to their powers. Somebody like me, they fear me having full access. What my ancestors is telling me, because the ancestors, I feel like, feel in for that part of me, that intuitive, that gut, that wrenching, that something that just keeps on telling me, is like punching me in the gut to tell me something is up, right? But she was sitting here talking about exposing people that are this, and that, and people deflect, right? Okay, and then she's sitting here talking about this while she's sitting here holding these cards on her table, and one of the cards say build a bitch workshop. See, because I told you, a lot of these women, they do these subtle things to say, yeah, bitch, yeah, this is what I did. I got the upper hand. But this is somebody that will tell you that somebody was coming after them. I don't know nothing. Listen, this is what people need to know about me. I'm really good with being able to tell you about a motherfucker right away when I meet somebody, okay? It's very easy for me to tell you who the fuck a motherfucker is within the first 5 minutes of me meeting them. I can look at you and look in your face when you telling something about a story or something, and I can tell if your ass is lying or not. You can try to sugarcoat, you could do whatever you want to do, and I'm someone that I'm like a walking fucking lie detector. But I'm somebody that if I just want to be honest with you, I'm somebody that things have to be, or things are presented to me. This is why, other beings and energies come to me and kind of whisk something past me for me to kind of like unravel it or unchain it for them, okay? Because that's what this well, no, it is still American Empress Unchained, okay? So these are people that are, again, watching closely, right? So again, it's even these masculines in another dimension or another form here, right? And I also feel like this Taurus is tapped in too. It's like my children are all tapped in. I'm the one that's not tapped in, right? So again, if Satan is running the world right now, that means that man has come up with something to disconnect God or disconnect that real connection through God. There's not going to be many. The gate or the pathway is narrow. You understand what I'm saying? Many will be called, but only few will be chosen. That don't mean everybody. You see what I'm saying? I don't like when people lump shit together and try to make it seem like everybody is copacetic and cool. You water down the real energy of the Most High on this planet, and also the Christ energy and Yeshua energy. I used to do it. It's one of those things I feel like now I regret. You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, yeah, Christ consciousness, Christ consciousness. Now there is a higher consciousness of that 144 possibly, right? In my eyes. Again, this is just my way of seeing it. And nobody has all the answers and nobody has it all together. But I've already noticed that that's that, right? Okay. But then, and I did a couple videos on 144,000 in the past. All right. About the past references of what that was talking about. Okay. Because we talk past, present, and future. We talk about things that are seen and unseen, and definitely talk about things that that some of us can sense, or we have those clear energies where we may not be able to tap in that easily when it comes to astral energy, or when it comes to, or even if we are, we may not even be aware. And like I said, I feel like, see, this is that energy of I even think how it was with Storm, right, on The Last Stand, X-Men The Last Stand, right? The girl with the purple hair, okay? Because this feminine, and that's cute. Her purple hair was cute when she had it, whatever. So because I don't throw shade and hate on women because of things like this. It's like, if you attack me, or if I feel like you, or if I know, you see what I'm saying? If I know. So I have been given this energy to detect. It's like if a motherfucker is in my energy, and what you there for, right? Or if you are one of the people that work for the government, or whoever these people are that feel like it's their job to spy on me, you know what I'm saying? So you have access to maybe tapped in conversations or whatever, my private information or something like this. Like I said, there's some people that do an amazing job by being respectful and doing these things like this. But I guess, like I said, if the people don't feel like they got to respect the most high energy, or that Christ energy in this world, then again, everybody else is going to be disrespectful as hell too, and think that they can take and steal and rob and pillage from this energy, like they're going to be able to do that shit forever. You see what I'm saying? And these are people that say, oh, wait for God. There's another feminine energy, okay, that I'm starting to feel in the energy here, okay? Wait for God. You're not waiting for God. You're not listening to God. No, I think that people are tapped into a satanic energy, some hardwired shit that we talking about with 5G. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting around here looking, you know what I'm saying? I know how I'm living my life at this point in time, right? I know that I was separated. I know I'm one of the ones that source said that they was going to separate. Okay? It's not going to be that many of them, but there's some that will be set aside. And I told you guys, I'm not sure. I can't tell you for a fact. But it's funny that I knew that this person was heavily in my energy, like on some take shit, like taking men and take. So succubus, like I said, succubus and thievery. Okay. So I knew that she was tapped into one of these masculines. Okay. If not, if not both of them, if not both of them, if not all three, you know what I'm saying? Because there's something strange about their energy together. It's something strange about, and I'm not gonna say it's like that. I'm just saying it may be them partnering together just to serve me up a dose of my own medicine. It may be that my husband, like I told y'all the story about me being like younger and breaking up with my high school sweetheart, which is still supposedly this husband. And and I was telling him, I don't know, it's something weird that switched with us. Like, I know you love me to death and everything, and I love you too, but it's more like I feel like you're my brother sometimes. It's like, and he was absolutely gorgeous and everything, and the love was there and everything, but it's almost like something snapped. It's almost like God, or it's like something came in. It could have been the devil. Who knows what it could have been, right? Something came in, right? To snap something in my mind that made me think like, oh, like intimacy was down, right? Because, I was feeling like something happened, and now you seem like my brother, right? And so again, we were just, playing around or whatever a little bit earlier. And then it kind of like I don't know, sometimes when we sitting around here, it's like we homies, you know what I'm saying? There's less fighting, but it's kind of like we homies or something like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's not what I'm saying, that's not what I actually, really, you know um want in a relationship when I go on my journey right here, okay? You know what I'm saying? But it just seems to me sometimes that for me, somebody is making a twin flame journey, which is it's all about, I feel, this connection between me and one of these masculines, but they're making it more difficult than they have to. they're making it so, again, it'll look like they want to make me look vulnerable or weak or something like this, right? That I have to hold back on like any kind of intimate energy, but but it's all this energy of everybody else working all these wonders and doing magic and shit around me when it comes to intimacy. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like somebody's trying to deprive me of any type of joy or something like this. And people will swear, it's because you did this or you did that or something like this. No, it's just because it's our world, me and one of these masculines here, okay? And at one point in time, it was just us two. And now there's more influence, or there's more energy here, right? More room for other people to get in, because again, there must be some type of energy where someone has been either watching in the fifth dimension or another dimension for a couple years now, right? Or like I said, they've been given access, what I'm saying, by some kind of secret program or something like that now. So these women get to plot on me from a different level. But I'm supposed to be hurt because because I have to feel like I have to wonder if this masculine is doing this outside behind my back. But, he can look me straight in the eye and say he's not, but the whole energy is off. And everybody in the tarot community and shit is talking about this shit. It's almost like a humiliation ritual, okay? And it's just like, it's just funny to me because people think they really hide in something. Like, it may be other people, I feel like when it comes to even readers and seers, people have to be careful because they say this is a general message, but they say you this, you that, you that. When people are hearing that, okay, when there's 10,000 people in your live and they're hearing something like that, it triggers it's mind control. It's doing something to these people's mind that it's going to at some point plant a seed of deceit. Because when I first jumped into that community, I knew most of the people were talking about one particular story. But now these masculines have possibly spent, again, or feminines with their cups and their wands have been sharing these, right? But the energy comes from that source motherfucking capital energy. So they've been sharing this and it's multiplied. And then in the end, it's kind of like, these people are becoming some kind of unique power of something. Like they're becoming one. But it's almost like, like in a beehive, they are all one, the worker bees, but the queen bee, there might be a masculine bee with her, but the queen bee is the only one that looked different. You know what I'm saying? She's the only one that's fluffy and, I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It seemed like the queen bee should look like the rest of the bees, but she don't. She's different. And there's no such thing as a king bee. You know what I'm saying? Because he is gonna, okay, so again, it's not about revenge, but I get along better with your friends. Okay. So again, I guess that this is, you know what I'm saying? So damn, it's making me think about even bee energy. You know what I'm saying? Why they were saying there's a shortage in bees and bees are dying out. And if that happens, you know what I'm saying, then the world is going to be in trouble. Again, hence global warming or the Earth's core heating up. Because I feel like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to do these things to the energy that is that earth energy or that Christ energy. They are trying to get something to erupt. And I feel like keep on fucking around and one day they're going to get that. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I just want to be at peace. If a motherfucker, and that's what I'm saying, just at this point in time in my life with all the work I done did, just go ahead and tell me the truth. Just go ahead and tell me what, go ahead and get the hurt out or whatever the fuck it is you want to do. If I'm supposed to be just like really just broken down into pieces or whatever, let's do it. Get the show on the road. It might light some fire up under my ass. You understand what I'm saying? Until then, I'm going to be saying I'm sitting here and I'm the motherfucking empress. And I'm going to always say that, okay? But until then, it's just like, what? You watching for what? You know what I'm saying? So I felt this energy. I knew that it was going to come a day, right, where this energy was going to be spread unfairly or something here, okay? Because these people have too much access to us. So again, like I said, this is this masculine probably got to watch out every time he go into, it's like fan craze energy, okay? Where again, local celebrity type shit or something, but it might be even on a higher scale than that because we are doing Truman Show fucking energy, right? And so again, it just reminds me of, like I said, it feels like these people are watching, stalking. These are people that pack up their bags once they find out what city we live in. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will also promote them and give them all the necessities to become a Jezebel spirit and lay around like I do, right? While withdrawing any kind of energy or luxury from my life, right? And then also but okay, again, because again, over here we practicing not active. Okay, that don't mean that shit don't pop off like almost sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like there's always this stubbornness. There's this something where somebody's coming in like, okay, yeah, 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 and then there's something like, and I can't, like I said, and this is for like healing for anybody that has gone through some shit like this, right? Because there's been, it makes me think back the last 2 years. I went through a lot more of a trauma than I feel like this masculine did. He went through like a short dark night of the soul for like 3 months, a couple months back. My shit was going on for like almost a year and a half or something like that, right? And it's almost like what was I gonna say? I can tell, I can kind of like feel on him that his energy is shifting, or the cartridge has been replaced or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And to me, because I'm weird like that and I like to study, not so I can have overpowering, so I can share with people how to deal with possession. Because in 2022, that would be a form of possession, like somebody's mind being hijacked. So I learned to not take it to heart when these embarrassing moments and shit happen that people may be thinking is, humiliating, or there's some kind of laughter to it or something. Because I say, even if these people are not some type of AI or robotic energies, then they're or some kind of devils themselves, then I don't know what it would be, right? That a whole bunch of people can get into a collective energy and actually fight with somebody or compete with somebody that don't know that they're there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's just competing with themselves so that they can go deeper within themselves and work on their own self. And some of these people think that, like, again, I think with that not so beauty energy, at some point in time, I think they try to set her in my mind's eye and like a mentor or something to me. But I said, the energy ain't right. Like when you find somebody that's that I feel is what you would call pure enough, which you're not. You're not. They may dress this way, look this way, talk this way, present themselves, but then I'm just telling you, it's just not. That don't mean that there's not awesome people in the world, but I'm just saying, I don't need none of them. The ones you've been trying to send my way, I don't need none of them, right? Because I don't need anybody with a hidden agenda, or anybody that is acting as though I'm not a grown ass woman and I don't need to know who in my energy field or who or what I would like to talk to about what the fuck I want to talk to about. You see what I'm saying? This is the part that I don't like. It had me in a King Kong energy today, right? I had to go ahead and look at that little clip when he was breaking out them fucking chains. You know what I'm saying? And it just made me think that Kong don't bow down to no fucking body. You see what I'm saying? So it's just this energy. Like, okay, I'm just like, okay, this is something that's gonna have to be. First of all, it's treasonous, and I would say off with your motherfucking head. All right, but obviously these people think it's a joke. So okay, well, it seems like it seems like they can't really harm me or anything. So what the fuck am I worried about? Why am I gonna let somebody push me up out of my situation or my place or anything like that before the fuck I have to go? You know what I'm saying? Okay. And if there is a real masculine out there, I mean, I don't know what the fuck he waiting on, but if it's not, and that's the thing, it's almost like this manipulation is being done with this dangling. And I feel like a lot of people know that this masculine may not even be with us anymore. The assets or whatever gifts or whatever knowledge he would have left or something, information for me could be gone. This person could have been brainwashed and linked up with another feminine energy, right? But we still have this soul tie. So he's connected to me. But this woman can retrain him, right? Because it's who somebody gets plugged into. They keep allowing another woman, when this person comes back in these different cycles, they allow another woman to lock with him, right? To activate him. All right? Other than me. To know him in that way, other than me. And then we go through, here we go again. I thought what we had was over. But to me, it's a tumultuous time. To me, it's a time for heartbreak. Or what so they say, but it's that hardening the heart of the Pharaoh. But again, where are we going back to with that energy? The Pharaoh still being more powerful than the whichever God energy that he was dealing with at that time. See, because a lot of people don't see the Bible like I do. I told you the fucking words is running through my veins. I'm somewhere, like it says in that book, The Spring, I'm somewhere where one part of his brain ends and the other part begins. You can't have that. You can have the vassal, but you're going to always be worried about me. Ain't no magic, ain't no spell work, ain't no voodoo, ain't no shoodoo, ain't no hoodoo, none of that shit that's going to stop it. The cycle is just going to keep on going on. But I'm going to be able to, it's going to always keep teaching me lessons, and I'm going to be able to get stronger. Just like this unit feels like they're getting so strong together, I myself as one motherfucking vassal being that lake of fucking fire that I got in my motherfucking chest is one thing. Again, it's almost like heaven and hell is intertwined. There's a fucking sacred pool and there's the motherfucking, I'm telling you, it's there. But again, God made both good and evil. It's too many coincidences. This is what you call domestic terrorism. So where is it coming from? Because this level is not for everybody. This is the God most high fucking energy level. And since can't nobody else but this other masculine be that, they will never experience what level this is. And it's not about being cocky, it's just letting some motherfuckers know. So while you kiki and ha ha, whatever you do, it's on you. Because you can't blame somebody that don't know. You can't blame somebody that has been affected. It's kind of like a really ugly trait to have, actually. That's what let me know that we dealing with mindless behavior. The apocalypse, like I keep saying, has already occurred. It's some people that don't have that much of this left. They are the ones connected to some of these energies that are like sucking their brains out like fucking ramen noodles. So they turn into these people that's just doing these things the same way, or robotic energy. It's just, you know what I'm saying? And because they go out or they dress nice, they think that that's living. Or they want to call you lonely because you can sit alone for a long ass time and really be having a good ass time. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, no, you supposed to do this. You need to get out. You need to do this. I do exactly what God had me do. I do exactly what ancestors source had me do. And that's just be me. And that's enough. They say that's enough. Now, I'm not saying that nobody out there is experiencing similar events, but let's just keep it real. It's just that whole energy. It's just that. And I told y'all, I get frustrated because I'm like, who did this? I want to know the truth. I want to know about who did this binding energy. And I think it's that Lizzie energy, because I put on Instagram the other day, I was looking at this book of antiquity, and it was so funny, right? Because it was talking about this girl Lizzie, and then it was this masculine energy, right? And he was kind of talking, it was like 𝘁𝑤𝑎𝑐𝑡 legacy, right? And it was one of the ones when Hope and them went back into like I think it was like the 20s or something like that. Yeah, flapper probably times. If that's correct. And they were doing like, it was like Sherlock Holmes or something going on at that time in the episode. But so when I was reading this book, it definitely, to me, a lot of these people are the ones that look like the ghost. Because they're shallow. There's a hole somewhere inside of them. So again, there's no rhyme or reason of why I do my messages. I just get, I get inspired sometimes. I have to be my own police officer. I have to be my own lawyer. I have to be my own Godhead energy. I have to be my own every fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. And I have, again, I think these masculines come and check on me once in a while, or whatever. But I have to mostly be my own. It's almost like, again, I had a brother energy or somebody or a father energy, you know what I'm saying, that was in that energy of that chief energy. And it's like somebody knows that I'm probably going to be promoted to that energy. Like Moana put the damn stone on a thing, but they don't want me to experience no fun things or be able to use my gifts, you know what I'm saying, in order to have some type of fun or something in this particular time. It's going to just, I think somebody's going a little bit too hard with creating that monster of a leader. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like it's a little bit damning, and it's a little bit something. or it kind of dims the light a little bit, I feel, because um I don't, what bothers me is I guess other people having co co-mingling relationships with me that I'm not able, it could seem unrequited, because for me there has to be contact for some reason. Now for somebody that don't really have a soul, they can have a whole relationship and a whole lifestyle in their mind or something like this possibly, okay? But for me, it's like real life 3D energy. It's like touch. It's like, these kind of things matter, right? So again, it's almost like somebody's putting me in this arena and everything, hoping I'm going to fail because of something. It's something we could have already closed up this cycle and closed up shop and got to business, right? But somebody's trying to linger this on and keep this masculine might be the only one that could even be around me, right? And they want to keep him in this situation, and maybe so it's an embarrassment, or even to get me to a point where I might feel vulnerable one time or something like this, and then I will be tied into some type of third party situation with somebody. So it's almost like waterboarding. You know what I'm saying? What does that really mean here? We get the image of somebody stuffing water down in somebody's face or something like this. But could it be the UK rain? Could it be until the heavens raining on someone's parade? Just every time some joy comes in, or every time something they want to come in and cause some type of uh turbulence or something here, okay? Because somebody was saying something earlier about the children of Israel, and why God did what the Lord God did to them when they came back. He ended them all again, because he found out that they was the same evil people from before. I think these are haters. I think this was I don't know who this guy was, but he looked like, he has a large following, maybe a Hebrew Israelite or something like this, right? He was out in the park. But I can source show me, it's like heat go over my back when I see these cowardice energies, or they might even be mad, or they want to be in my energy, or they want to be in the energy of one of the ones that's at, in one of these situations or whatever. So they're trying to, deflect, or, oh, see, this person cussed. That can't be somebody of the most high, like this shit, right? Like that, right? And they don't know what they're talking about. Because the Lord God energy, again, no matter how we want to look at it, is not the God energy. You had to really break down that energy and sense and see what's going on in that time. Because that Lord God energy could have been doing that again, right? Because they were not brainwashed yet. It could be because they were not, they found out that these people still were tapped in some kind of way, right? But then they're going to realize that some of us, they cannot penetrate anyway. So what the fuck is we hiding for? I'm not. I ain't got time. I can't afford to do that. They know not what they do, and they fear what they do not know. It almost made me think about the kind of fear that people are trying to instill in me this time when it comes to these masculines coming back, pouring their heart out at some point in time, and then also trying to make that energy ricochet, like I'm not interested in your apology, when that's not my energy. But they know they have some kind of blockage, some kind of witchcraft or sorcery up to create a barrier or a firmament now between me and these people, so that these people can feed off of me. They just got rid of the middlemen, which were my protectors or my angels, right? They just got rid of my angels or my protectors, or that's what they think they've done, right? And then people are going to wonder why people are going to be getting attacked. Somebody trying to threaten me with the angel of death, they're going to see what it really motherfucking feel like. Because it's almost like these masculines, again, have been so brainwashed at one point in time, I could swear it feels like they just going to go ahead and just change my energy over. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take the masculine, and I'm going to be the one out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like that energy. Like, I know they telling you to leave me, like, it's basically like leave me in the dust, or leave me in the dirt. And I'm thinking it's almost like that's what the masculine was telling me at some point in time. But now it feels like I'm telling him that. Some roles have been reversed here. Some vassals have been hijacked here. Somebody is playing too much at this point in time. They might let people to be able to spy in my energy, but they can't overtake my energy fully. With these other people or these other energies that were created in the likeness or created some kind of way, maybe it's possible. I feel like with the masculine energy, he has no choice but to go within and be quiet or keep, he may be a more of a true shamanic energy, or also maybe even, like I said, even that hermit energy, okay? Something of light and dark. Because again, I feel like at this point, we get to the point where you either one or the other. And you know what you is, because you know the dirty shit that you've been doing. After being sat down, after we all got sat down 2-3 years ago with this damn breath of God energy or this COVID energy. When we all got sat down. Check, don't even worry about nothing before that. That had already been forgiven, right? Check your heart, check your soul, right? And your energy, instead of talking about soul ties all the time, check your energy, check your thieving or your snaking ass ways, right? Your bewitching ways. Mm-hmm. And then we, because I feel like the way my mind is set up is it's the things that's important that I need to know. It ain't even really your concern. I feel like people been trying to keep me tied down, by not wanting to engage in anything that would be pleasurable to me. I'm made to feel like, oh, the masculines are gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? While everybody else out there doing whatever the fuck they want to do with whoever they want to do it with, engaging or having fun, right? And there's always these gestures of something that, again, maybe these masculines do come around me, but I'm not aware of it, right? And then there's also this 5-star energy or whatever, okay? I don't know, it's something about what they were saying, you know, about some shit. Like something about in your dreams or something, when this person came and they come around you and they're going to do something or whatever in your sleep, well, not like you, and she slipped up. Because I know that these bitches that sit in these demons, right? And it's also, I feel like what they're doing is trying to send these illusions again, so that, again, some people that are of the good light or the white light here that are still on this planet, okay, will turn against my energy or try to see it some way, because they're creating these ways with using this equipment that was left behind to create illusions. And then again, you have your stiffy people that are out doing these things or talking about the same thing every day and nothing is changing, right? And they'll look at me and say, well, look at this person. They just sit at home and they just lay around and they just do this and that. And again, more things are being done by me asking source in I guess maybe even in the name of Yeshua or in my damn name. You know what I'm saying? Asking these things, and then these things are actually starting to manifest here. And they keep talking about the same, we still talk about the same things on mass media. They just still talking about the same things and how somebody didn't change or things like this. And if and I feel like it might be me and the masculine, when we focus on something, it moves almost effortlessly. But when we're not, and this is us maybe learning how to work, in another dimension or something. Like I said, unbeknownst to me, is a lot of things that I feel like go on with me that I have no access to the memories of. It's almost like I'm compelled to forget these experiences. But I feel like these masculines have them. And then I feel like this makes them hate me. It's like somebody built me to be a heartbreaker or something. So that then these people can look at me like I'm so awful, or I wasn't paying attention to the connection, or this, and that. But I also have to be that emperor energy. I have to still be the emperor and the empress. I don't know what else their responsibilities is besides what the connection is between me and them. That's why I'm not clingy about it. I don't know what else they have to deal with, but my heart goes out. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it feels. That's, and at this point in time, I feel like the connection has been, like I said, severed in another way. A lot of people are just trying to do this group mentality because they know that they're hiding something from a past lifetime or from a reset of the mind of this masculine from him. Maybe even putting him in a situation where he can't come to me because people are holding on to different parts of his energy or his finances or something. The same thing that's happening to me is the same thing that's happening to him. Even if they're trying to give it appearance or not. And again, it's for me, I feel like it's different when it comes to one of these masculines or some of these masculines, because they have to sit there and look at other people, you know, looking like them. It's like on Lucifer, when Michael looked like Lucifer, he's like, I'm tired of sharing like a face with you or whatever. Like you come in here, you stir up shit and everything like this. It's kind of like giving me that energy of when Michael came down and stirred up that trouble with the detective in Lucifer and sowed those seeds of doubt in her mind. So there used to be a time when he loved somebody. I don't know. This could be also somebody try to take that and reverse it in this lifetime to X me out, right? But you always been the one. So I get excited sometimes when I see those things. Like, somebody might be doing a read or something like that, and then like something will come out and I know it's from him. But also I know that this is also trickster energy. And sometimes it's like, I'm saying, but wait a minute, I didn't want, no, I didn't want that. What do you mean? It's this. Like that it's yours, but it's really, at that time, the energy that was shared was showing me it was something amazing. But at this time now, it's like, yeah, I was talking about that flower in the front yard. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just like, you asshole. So it's just that kind of energy. I had to really, tune in on what's going on now, right? Um, so again, it's that. So I'm made to feel bad because I've talked publicly about these things, and but that's what I have. Obviously these females get dibs on this person, in the 3D. All right, somebody's keeping it from me, but they actually get dibs in the 3D. So it's like, and sometimes I'm just thinking like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Hmm. Hmm. I'm source is trying to show me something though. Something has changed, but it's almost like there could have been some kind of severing. But if you can get over the initial hurt and some pride, just take it back. They want you to think you can't. Like it's like you the motherfucking judge. Like, but do you want to or you're not? It's almost like reminding me also of the story of what is her name? Pavarti. Okay. And she had the child or whatever, that she had the little child or whatever that was protecting of his mom. And he told her all the time, no, she told him, stay here and make sure nobody come and look at me when I'm in the bath or I'm in the shower or something like that. Or just, make sure nobody look at me. Or it could have been when she was even sleeping. Okay. And I guess the husband came back and was like, yeah, I'm trying to get to my wife or whatever. And what I'm saying? And the little boy was like, can't nobody come through here? And he was like, boy, what is you doing? Who is you? And he's like, I'm this person. I'm the son, whatever. And he was like, I'm her husband, whatever. And he took the head of that son. Right? And it's making me think, on what level are we talking about here? Because is that the instance of just like even having just like a fun time or whatever, again with the Taurus today, we kind of like had a fun time laughing and stuff like that. But there was also an energy like, oh man, I mean, damn, am I about to get in trouble? You know what I'm saying? But just for enjoying myself or whatever a little bit. And then it's just like, now that I'm thinking, he was supposed to go somewhere real quick and come back, right? And it took him a little, I ended up falling asleep or whatever, and it took him a little bit longer to come back. And it made me think, because my daughter was, down here asleep, and the D baby is asleep too. And I don't know, it just made me think, but then when she found out, she said, what do you mean, where's my son or whatever? And then he's like, oh, he's that boy or whatever, I basically something like he killed him or something like this. And she said, no, the fuck you did it. Like, bring him back. I don't know what you got to do, but you better bring him back. Right. And so today I kept on, that scripture kept coming in my mind. Like, how many times you want me to raise him from the dead? You know what I'm saying? But it's almost like this husband energy. Okay. you know what? It could be, and this is the trickster energy here. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering, was the sun this time the Taurus, right? Mm, hmm. Or was the sun this time the Taurus Scorpion energy, okay? So who's Big Daddy this time? Who's Poppy or Big Daddy this time? See, it's so tricky. So I never really get to like really engage all the way. I feel like they engage with me, but I don't get to participate. Yeah. It's, I feel like there could be a presence here right now because there's this natural high feeling. It's almost like somebody was distant, but now they're not. But I also hear disappointment too. It's almost like standing off in the distance. But I do sense this presence of, hold on, I'm coming. But I feel like, again, it's starting to make me feel like something happened with Gemini, because it's like sometimes he stands strong, but in the background, um like invincible. Okay, so Michael Jackson type shit, right? It's like invincible. And but I feel bad sometimes. I forget, damn, and that's that seed of doubt or something. I forget. I feel horrible because when I start to disassociate, possibly with the Scorpion energy, because there's a lot of energy. He got many faces, almost kind of like me. I got many faces, but they're within. This person, what I'm saying, feels like it's without. Okay, and it's like, so that's how his energy, it come in and out like this, like zigzag all the time. Where Gemini's is kind of like this long something that just goes. It's like this energy that. So again, that's making me think again. There's that chaotic energy, but then again, disappearing or ghosting energy is also confusing as well. But I know I don't confuse myself. So again, when I say my God is not the author of confusion, I know one damn thing. I'm not trying to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not going to change my voice to talk to you. I'm not getting paid like these people on the news thing. If you come in here for whatever, you're going to get probably like a whole bunch of other shit thrown in there too. It's going to be some cuss words in there too, but it's just me. You know what I'm saying? Might be a little bit of comedy there or something. It's just me, you know? And I can't, maybe that's why they don't want to accept me into their particular heaven. Okay? It's because they can't, they think that they can't subdue me. But again, there's something about being authentic. You can't just erase authenticity altogether here and not feel like that's that energy of the American gods with the old girls, the old gods versus the new tech gods. And I feel bad sometimes. I feel like I don't, give gratitude, or I don't, uh, uh, show appreciation to Gemini as much. And then, like I said, also, I mean, I don't know, the Scorpionic energy just seemed like he wanted it all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. At one point in time, it wasn't that way, but it is now, or it has been, and now it's just like this ghosting emptiness here. So again, like I said, I know that they're sowing these seeds, or they're trying to attach these feminines or whatever, and it's just, it's kind of sad, but. At the end of the day, it is what it is. And the Empress, or like a queen, like I said, I'll be looking at that redhead queen. Can't be worried about that. You see what I'm saying? I can't. So again, gratitude, and I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to comment, rate, meaning like, if you like. Yeah, share or whatever, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.